What is up, people? Welcome back. It is your boy Chenzalone. We are 6 years in Costa Rica, and those that have known me for 6 years know I don't really complain much about Costa Rica. You know, there's not much that bugs me, but there's one thing that I've always said that Costa Rica just doesn't know how to do right, and that's cheese, man. Cheese, for some reason, I call it squeaky cheese. It's called tico cheese. If you've ever had it, when you eat it, it's squeaky, it's weird, it just doesn't taste right. It's either too bland or it's too salty, but all of that changes today. We are in the town of Canaan, the cheese king of all of Costa Rica, and we are gonna find out why. So let's go check out why Canaan is the cheese king of all of this country. Let's go.
We learned the recipe from a Swiss guy 21 years ago. He came here and he gave us a class of how to make Swiss cheese in Costa Rica.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we learned. At the beginning, we used to sell cheese just to foreign people.
Okay.
Those were the only customers because Costa Rican people, they thought that cheese was too strong for them.
Right, right.
So, but with the time, we started making some changes to the recipe so we could adapt it to the place, which we have different weather than Switzerland.
Okay.
And also to Costa Rican taste. Like people, you know, like when they started trying the cheese after the changes we made, they started liking it more.
Yeah, because Costa Rica cheese, the tico cheese is
exactly like
very bland.
Mostly 21 years ago, there was no like different kind of cheeses, just Costa Rican cheese. That was the only cheese we had here, which was, you know, like a fresh one you make the same day and you can eat it the same day. So yeah, at the beginning they started trying the cheeses, and with the changes they feel like it was more like, you know, for their flavor too. And so yeah, this is the recipes we came out with.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, after sometimes what we did was like to give our own name to the recipe, because we've changed the recipe so much that it wasn't the same as the beginning.
It's not just Swiss cheese anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Costa Rica Swiss cheese.
It was our own recipe, so that's why in the different labels and tags it says Turbi cheese. Turbi, it's one of the mountains of the Chiripo National Park.
Okay.
It's close to the Chiripo National Park, the Turbi Mount. So that's the name we gave to the recipe, and we have like the traditional recipe with 3 or 4 months aged, but we also make some with herbs in it, so with rosemary and garlic, oregano, basil and garlic, some with chili, spicy ones. Like all of those ones right there are spicy ones. We also make some similar to Parmesans with 7 months or 1 year of aging at least. Wow. And we make mozzarella cheese, we make yogurt, we make butter. Yeah, and those are most of the cheeses we make.
Wow.
We also have our own cows in the farm, so we have usually from 10 to 12 cows, and we work with a sustainable agriculture project. So most of the remains of the process, we reuse them again in the farm to make fertilizers. We use the manure of the poop of the cows to produce methane gas, which is the gas that we use in the cooking process of the cheese. Wow. And we also have compost with the solid part of the manure. We use it to produce compost, which are the fertilizers we use in the farm. So everything is like a circle process, and yeah, that's part of the quality of our cheeses.
Yeah.
You know, they're made with a sustainable agriculture project too.
So Canaan is known for cheese.
A lot of people know us now. So a lot of people say like Queso Canaan. We're known in all, now a lot of people know us in all Costa Rica. Yeah. But yeah, it's also the name of the town. So many people relate it to Queso Canaan too.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's super cool. That's beautiful. So this is the whole store right here. Like you can basically, you know, this is where you store all the cheese.
Exactly. So this is the aging room. We're not a really big business. We process the milk we produce in the farm. So it's usually 150 liters of milk every day. Wow. But we're selling cheese also almost every day. And we work a little bit with restaurants and hotels, but most of the cheese is sold here. People come here and they get the cheeses, you know, you can come right here and choose the cheese you want, or if you want, you can choose from the ones we already have for selling right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you don't sell them like the BM or anything like that.
No. It's just because of the amount of cheese they usually want. Like some years ago, we had a contact with the BM people, and they came right here and they said like, they tried the cheese many times, and many different people from the supermarkets, they tried it and they say they really like it. But when they asked for the first order, they were asking for around 50 kilos of cheese for every supermarket, and that was too much for us. So we decided we were gonna keep right here so that we could sell cheese to the clients we've been making through the time, which is 20 years. It's a lot of time, so we have a lot of clients now.
So is this the only place in all of Costa Rica? This is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we work a little bit with restaurants. So like in the beach, like and Dominical, we sometimes send cheese to them once, twice a week.
Okay.
They ask for it, and I go and do a little bit of delivery.
So one thing I've always said about Costa Rica is that the cheese just isn't. It's the only thing I can say about Costa Rica. Like I love the whole country, but cheese, I came up from New Jersey, and it's Italian, and mozzarella, and so like the cheese in Costa Rica, I call it squeaky cheese, because when you bite it, it's like squeak.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard that a lot of times before. So our cheeses here in Costa Rica, we've been eating this kind of cheese our whole life, so we think it's really good.
Right.
But after you start tasting or trying these kind of cheeses, you feel like Costa Rican cheeses, they don't have any flavor.
Yeah, there's no flavor. It's either salt or nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. So these ones, even for our family at the beginning, it was like a big shock to start changing our taste, getting used to these kind of cheeses. My mom, we made like 5 years in a row, we made these cheeses, and she still thought that they were not good. My dad was the only one who was thinking every time that the cheeses were really good.
Yeah.
And after a long time, my mom now she likes the cheeses.
It takes time.
Yeah, it's like wine. You start trying it, and at some point you like it. So, so
it's very strong smell coming from this area. Very strong. I love it. I think it's great.
There are a lot of different kinds of cheeses right here. So maybe the Parmesans, they're ageless for 7 months, 1 year.
Wow.
So, and also the goat ones, sometimes they have a little bit stronger flavor. The traditional cow ones, when they're like about 3 months, they're not really strong, but after 4 or 5 months, they get a little bit stronger. And there are some of them right there that goes like 5-6 months.
Oh, really?
Not a lot of them, because for us it's a better business to sell them with 3 months.
Right. Yeah.
But some people really like them when they're older. So mostly
I love
people.
¿Varía de precio?
Sí, los precios varían un poquito dependiendo de los de cabra o de vaca, que son...
de cabra o de vaca, tenés de las dos clases.
Sí.
¿Cuánto puede valer un kilo de cabra, queso de cabra?
De cabra es el más carito que hay.
¿Cuánto es
las cabras, nosotros eso sí no las tenemos en la finca, entonces la compramos la leche a un proveedor de la zona, y un kilo de queso cabra con 3 meses puede valer 17,000 colones por kilo.
¿Y el de vaca?
De los de vaca andan como en 13,000.
Por ejemplo, este queso.
No están listos todavía, pero un quesito como ese tamaño de 1 kilo 300 puede valer 17, 18. Lo que hacemos siempre es vender pedacitos para la gente, porque a veces un queso entero es mucho, ¿verdad? Y si lo llevas y va a estar ahí 5 o 6 meses, se puede deteriorar un poquito. Entonces lo que hacemos es venderle cuñas a la gente del tamaño que quiera, y pueden llevar varios tipos de queso también en diferentes pedidos.
Rico.
Y yo veo que el que es como rojo ahí al final, ¿qué es ese rojo? ¿Está en proceso o qué es?
No, ¿cuál ves rojo?
Allá al final, aquellos de allá.
Ajá, no, esos están, el de arriba es uno que está guardado un poquito más viejo, pero todos los demás que están ahí están empezando apenas, son blancos, más bien tal vez por la luz los puedan ver un poco el cambio de color. Ellos son totalmente blancos, tienen algunos letritas ahí donde están apuntadas los lotes y los fechas, pero esos más bien están iniciando procesos, son totalmente blanquitos y apenas tienen 4 o 5 días, algunos 6, 7 días más arribita de fabricación. Ya estos están en 1 mes y medio, 2 meses por acá, 3 hasta 4 meses arriba.
Como este que se ve de otro diferente color de grande.
Ajá, es por el tamaño del queso también. Y estos que están por acá son en leche de cabra, algunos aquí, otros que están acá son con especies, con romero y ajo, albahaca, orégano y ajo, chile picante.
Now, what really, because I don't know much about cheese, but why is it like the more aged better? Like, I mean, what makes it not mold? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it depends on your taste also, because for Costa Ricans they prefer the cheeses when they're like about 3 months age.
Okay.
But most of the foreign people they like it
like
when it's
7.
older. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens is, like, you know, when a cheese it's older, it has a longer fermentation process, so you're gonna find more flavor, more smell in the cheeses and different textures. Some of the cheeses after 5-6 months they start to get really hard textures in it. So some of the foreign people they really like that because they've been eating aged cheeses for their whole lives. Costa Ricans we just
it's brand new.
The
it's
white
like
one.
If
So
it's not soft, you don't like
so
it.
yeah, exactly. And when the cheeses are too old, sometimes they develop a flavor that it's kind of, you know, people in Costa Rica they say that they taste spicy. For them it's kind of spicy flavor, but when we're not really used to that. In Spanish it's called pungencia, like you feel like a kind of a spicy in a cheese after 5 or 6 months of aging. So Costa Rican people they don't usually like that. Just if they've been eating aged cheeses for a long time, people from other countries they really like that flavor. Yeah, so it's mostly that's what changes, you know, a Costa Rican cheese from these kind of cheeses. You know, it's totally a different process, but you have to add also special bacteria that is going to do fermentation process. Like what we do is in this farm right here we mix many different kind of bacterias, and we make like our special recipe of bacterias. We make like our master culture, we call that in Spanish. So that, you know, because if we just add one bacteria, the cheeses are gonna taste kind of similar. So what we do is we made a different mixture of different bacteria, and we make our master culture, and that's what we use in every cheese. That
so
would be like
you couldn't just take Tico cheese, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit for 6 months. And
no, that won't work. Yeah. So, you know, like they could probably age, but they won't taste really good. Also, the recipes they change a lot. The time you stir the cheese while you're making it, the temperature that you give the cheese and everything. So many people have tried.
Science.
Yeah, it's totally a science behind cheese. So a lot of people have tried to, you know, just keep one of these cheeses, the fresh ones, aging for a long time in the fridge, but they usually go bad. Like they don't taste really good.
It's not the same kind of mold you want to be eating.
And the texture it doesn't go really well. So we usually recommend not to do that.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So it's a whole different process, and you have to work a lot in the room, giving them like some work to keep them with the good skin.
With
also
a lot of air.
Exactly, you have to have the right conditions in the room, temperature, humidity, and everything.
And you don't have any problems with all the rain and the mold?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So mainly, you know, when we have season changes, like in summer season, we have humidity goes down, and there is a lot of this place get warmer, so we have to work a lot in the room, you know, with the humidifiers, and also with like putting water in the walls. Also in the roof, because sometimes it gets too warm, so we have to keep the temperature kind of cold. So we do everything artisan. Like we don't have a cold room.
It's not a cold room. It's
exactly.
Not like
we do everything by ourselves. We have a small watch right there that measures humidity and temperature. If there is a huge change, we have to go inside the room and work right there, pour in water with ventilators or humidifiers, like to try to keep everything in the same range, so we don't have a lot of changes in different.
Have you had like a disaster where one day you come in and it's just like everything has gone wrong?
This is a business that requires a lot of attention. So we've realized that through the time and through some bad things that happened to us at the really beginning. So now we know we have to be here almost every day. So there's gonna be one person right here working. You know, we have to milk the cows every day. They don't give you vacation. So
every day you got a guy out there milking cows.
And we have to make cheese also every day. So there is always someone right here just checking that everything is in the same range. And
so
we don't usually have like big changes. Mostly in summer season, it's when we have to be more aware of the room.
Because it gets too hot.
Exactly. So, and you know, if you don't make something, cheeses are gonna break, and you're gonna have a lot of trouble with the skins of the cheese and everything. So, but at this time of the year, we're checking it, but it's not as much problem as summer season.
Do you do tours of your cows?
We have a tour. We just make them like with reservations. People call
we just showed up. I apologize.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have a tour in the whole farm, and people can check the whole project that we have in the farm, that we work with sustainable agriculture. They can go, they can milk a cow, they can try fresh milk if they want.
Wow.
And we'll explain everything right there. After that, we come back right here and we'll show people like all the process we have right here. We will also show them where we made the cheese, and we'll give an explanation on how we make our cheese and what's the way to make a cheese. Costa Rican ones and also these ones.
I would love to learn. Can I do that one day? Like one day I'll...
For sure, if you call us or if you send me a WhatsApp.
Maybe in like a couple months, in like 3 or 4 months.
Exactly, we can surely like do that. And after that, after the whole explanation, we'll tell you the whole story, how a Swiss guy ended giving us the recipes and how we started making the cheese at the beginning and everything, and we'll give a really big tasting at the end.
Oh,
with all the cheeses
Hell
we
yeah.
have.
Sweet.
So yeah,
Sweet,
and we also have the possibility to like a breakfast or a lunch or
nice.
coffee or something to the tour also.
Eggs and cheese.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we have in here.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So this is basically it. This is like your main room where you keep all the all your cheeses.
This is all our cheeses, and if anyone wants to try, we'll always give some free samples for everyone.
Awesome.
And,
Well, that's super cool. And your name? What's your
Steven.
name? Steven.
What's your name?
Chens.
Okay,
I'll give you my YouTube before I leave.
For sure.
I'm a YouTuber, and these guys love to see everything that I'm doing out here. And I was looking at, she's right now I'm standing in San Isidro, and we were just looking on the map, like Canaan. I used to live in Rivas for a couple months, and and where's the gastropub? The gastropub?
Gastropub.
Yeah.
It's just right here.
Oh, it's a little bit further.
Yeah.
And I've been to it like 3 or 4 times, never saw this place. So when I saw it, I was like, hold on. And then I looked online, I was like, everybody's talking about the cheese in Canaan. I'm like, I gotta go check it out, man. This is something I didn't even know that existed up here. So it's super cool to find. And I'm like, again, like growing up in New Jersey with all the Italians and good, New York, you got good cheese. And then I come to Costa Rica and I'm like, what is this, dude? So it's good to know you guys exist, and man, I'm gonna, and these guys are gonna be checking it out too.
For sure.
Because one thing I've always said is like, cheese in Costa Rica, you're gonna be disappointed. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna buy some cheese, and if we can maybe taste a.
For sure, I'll make you some samples so you can try.
Awesome. For travel hard? Oh, look, here we go.
My mom is packaging.
Oh, it's your mom?
Right yeah.
Oh, perfect.
It's totally a family business. My mom, my dad, and I were the ones that worked.
Oh, really? Wow, that's so cool. Business, For 20 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
I started making cheese when I was like 7 years old.
Wow.
I'm 20 now.
Wow, dude, good for you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's got the stickers. Whoa, look at that. Perfect. Wow. That is so cool. Sorry, we fair. No dogs in the cheese area.
So you can try this one. So
all right.
This is mozzarella cheese right here. Este es mozzarella de leche de vaca. That's the one you should try first. Pueden probar este primero, ¿sí?
All right, mozzarella.
So we make the mozzarella like in small balls, like string cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, people.
Wow, that's really good.
Este acá tiene como 4.
¿Y los perros pueden comer o no? Sí.
Oh, sí.
Este tiene como 4 meses leche de vaca.
Oh.
Es como nuestra receta tradicional.
All right. This is traditional.
It's our traditional recipe. We call it turby cheese.
Okay. Oh, it's just turby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riquísimo.
Wow. That's got a nice potent, like.
Diferente.
Mejor de regular Costa Rica cheese.
Este es de cabra, tiene 3 meses de maduración.
Nunca en mi vida por cabra.
No,
nunca.
That's goat cheese.
All right, we got goat cheese right here.
3 months age.
3 months?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. It's like really, really good. I like that. Is this all goat cheese kind of taste similar or?
No,
No.
This one right here doesn't have a really strong flavor to goats, because there are some cheeses with goat's milk that are so strong the flavor. You know, some people says like they taste like how goats smells.
Oh yeah. Kind of. I felt like that would be like.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I would
Yeah,
really
but
be.
this one tastes not that strong to that flavor.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
many
yeah.
people say even though they don't usually like goat cheese, they like this one.
Yeah, I really like that. Can I
So-
do one more? Can I just
Sure,
try-
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Oh man, that's really good.
So this one here is rosemary and garlic. No, oregano, basil, and garlic, and this is rosemary and garlic. Both are cow's milk.
¿Es mismo
creamers.
este?
Sí, el
Diferente.
mismo, pero este es en leche de vaca con 3 meses, pero con especias. Este tiene romero y ajo, y este tiene orégano,
Oh.
albahaca y ajo.
Right, we're gonna try it. Oregano and
Oregano.
That was rosemary and garlic.
rosemary, rosemary. Ooh, oh really garlicky. And now the rosemary hits like it's first really garlicky, and now
Este es
Wow.
con albahaca, orégano y ajo, que no lo has probado aún, y este tiene chile picante.
Ay, sí, mi favorito, el chile picante.
I appreciate you, brother. This is really cool.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Wow, the spicy. That's like
con
pizza.
especias.
Yeah,
That's
tastes a
like
little
pizza.
bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm.
The last one right here
He's
is
getting, guys getting all types of good food over here.
La que es esperando también.
What's
¿Cuál
up,
no he
buddy?
probado yo?
Camila. That's her.
Camila.
And this
Hola,
is the-
Camila.
Con chile.
The last one with chili, yeah,
With
spicy
chili.
one.
All right, spicy life. Let's do it. I love how you give me the spicy one last, just
Yeah,
so
exactly.
my mouth burns. I'm gonna remember this as I'm leaving.
Pero me encantó.
Oh man, that's really good. Wow, it's so much different, man. So much different than
No sé qué va a hacer usted porque yo me quedo aquí.
yeah. As we came up here, she's like, I want to live up here.
Yeah.
That's really good, man. That's super
The
cool.
ones we have.
That's awesome. All right, well we're definitely gonna buy some cheese for sure. And then you have coffee here too, is that?
So we're in a small organization with different small producers of like things like coffee and like the coconut oil.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so we try
So
to
you just
help-
have some.
Yeah, we have a small space for people that
Right.
wants to bring their products right here, and we help them to sell.
That's super
we
cool.
usually have a lot of them, but it's
It's
low
not
season.
low season, yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
a couple
just
more
have-
months.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Esto es que es porque este color y este
estos son las
diferente.
diferentes etiquetas. Entonces tratamos los colores por diferentes tipos de quesos. Por ejemplo, este es un estilo parmesano, entonces usamos
ok,
etiquetas
aparte.
rojas. Estos son verdes, que son la receta tradicional. Los de especies son etiquetas negras, pero con diferentes especies. Albahaca, orégano, chile, romero. Etiqueta negra con una cabrita por aquí. Leche de cabra, le llamamos terbi, caprino, que significa de cabra. Y
¿Té de cabra?
no, terbi caprino
Ah, terbi,
significa
caprino.
caprino, significa de cabra.
De
viene
cabra.
cabra.
Caprinos es de cabra.
Yeah. So yeah, I was telling her like the different colors in the labels are like the different kind of cheeses we make. So Parmesan are usually red labels. The traditional recipe, which we call turby cheese, it's the green label or the black ones with different herbs.
Oh, the different herbs. Okay.
Oregano, basil,
Yeah, you got the
garlic,
chili, you got the
rosemary, chili,
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
the black ones right there that says Turbi Caprino. Caprino in Spanish means from goat, so it's goat's cheese with 3 months age. Yeah.
What is your favorite?
I really like the traditional ones like these ones. Our traditional recipe. We like my dad and I. We really like them when they're kind of 4 or 5 months. They get a little bit stronger flavor, and
Okay.
we prefer them when
Yeah,
they're like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We usually love also the mozzarella a lot right here.
¿Qué son estas cosas?
So mozzarella we make into
Oh,
different
¿Esto qué es?
balls like
Mozzarella.
this. This is
Mozzarella.
or palmito in Costa Rica. We
Oh.
also call it palmito.
Palmito.
So the only difference in Costa Rica it's palmito. They're balls like this, and mozzarella they're small blocks.
Mozzarella es este.
But they're exactly the same recipe. The only difference is that we make them
Make them in little balls. Yeah. That's like that's the Italian way.
Exactly.
You get a nice ball of mozzarella.
También es mozzarella. Todos los que están acá son mozzarella en bolas o en bloques. La única diferencia es la forma de arrollarlos. Estos son de cabra pero frescos. Y tenemos yogur también.
Oh, usted compró yogurt?
Sí,
Oh, wait.
yo
Hey,
compré
on the way
yogurt.
here, she bought a thing of yogurt. And,
sí.
she should have waited.
Okay.
And that's leche?
Sí, eso
Do you have
Leche de cabra.
like, leche de vaca that's like new, like brand new, that I can try?
No, es
No?
que solo la vendemos por encargo. Entonces,
Oh, yeah. Do you have
yeah, we just sell it if someone
Yeah.
asks for it
Yeah.
because we need a lot of milk for making the cheese.
And it only lasts like what, like a couple hours, right?
No, it can be okay without pasteurization and without a fridge for 2 days or
Oh,
something
really?
like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we usually say for the clients we have right here in the area, they're asked for 1 or 2 liters. We don't sell usually more than 3 liters
Gotcha.
because a lot of people comes and try to get 10, 12 liters of milk without pasteurization.
Right,
So that will mean we won't have any milk to
Yeah, right.
mix.
Yeah. You can't
So,
do that. Yeah.
exactly. So, but we sometimes sell a little bit of raw milk for people living in the area.
I've just never had it. I've just loved to try a little bit of raw
If
milk.
you come
but-
to the
well,
tour,
I'll do the tour. Yeah, 100%.
You can have it directly from the cow.
I'm gonna learn how to milk a cow. I've never milked a cow in my life, so
Exactly.
we will be back to do some cow
Lo
milking
siento,
for sure.
tengo que seguir probando para poder comprar.
She's gonna eat the
Para
whole
poder
thing.
comprar, tengo
Sí, sí.
That's so cool. Hey man, I appreciate your help. I appreciate everything, man. This is super cool. Very
Por
beautiful
ejemplo,
place.
yo quiero comprar de queso, usted me da de este o de otro.
Ahí hay listos con el mismo sabor y el mismo tipo de queso, pero si quieres podemos también sacar pedazos del tamaño que quieras.
Estoy en eso.
Is this one restaurante aquí?
No, that's the house.
Oh, your house. Oh, well, it looks like a restaurant. It's
Yeah.
very beautiful. I mean,
A lot of people
yeah.
say that.
Yeah, you guys have like a big family, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, we've been here for a long time, so a lot of people like to come and be in the business a little bit of the time. Our family, they come right here and they take the cows, and we do like.
And that's the thing about Ticos. They like to just hang out and relax for a while, have a coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes
the mom makes some eggs, and all of a sudden they're here for 2 hours.
Exactly. Sometimes when clients come right here on weekends, they say, "Is there a party right here? Is there a restaurant?" Because there's a lot of people, our family here in the house, and they think there is something going on, but it's just
it's so
we're
cool.
having some friends.
¿Qué vamos a llevar? Este y cuál
You're
más?
having some mozzarella straight off the bat. She already got it. All right. All right. Yeah. Let's buy some cheese. Cool.
¿De cuál? ¿De cuál vamos a llevar estos?
Sí.
¿De cuál? ¿De cuál?
Let me know. Yeah, I think definitely the turby. The turby?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
The one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Turby. Do a turby. What else we got here?
That's rosemary and garlic.
Rosemary,
that's
garlic,
oregano, basil, and garlic right here. Spicy one. Parmesan grated or the whole thing.
I think we're gonna do the oregano, ajo, and albahaca.
That's basil, garlic.
Oh, basil is albahaca.
Albahaca.
Oh, okay. Basil's really good. That's the one that tastes like pizza.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta have that.
No, ellos tienen años más, creo.
And, let's see, Parmigiano.
Lo siento mucho, pero ya no traigo más.
Oh, look at that, brand new.
Como que
Right out of
Perfecto.
right out of there.
Tengo unos nuevos
I'm gonna take
amigos.
the one she just made, just because I know it's gonna be so fresh. Oh, go. Oregano, albahaca, ajo.
Nunca en mi vida
Chili.
de cabra. Nunca. Delicioso.
That's goat cheese right there.
Goat cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because
¿Qué es esto?
Caprino.
Caprino.
Okay, we'll take a small one of goat cheese.
It's complete guayaba.
So a small one of goat cheese.
La mía la sacan ustedes mismos.
No,
No, eso es.
esa viene de otro lado, sí. Nosotros la vendemos acá para algunos clientes.
Ok.
And she's got the
The mozzarella right there.
mozzarella. Yep. All right, people, that is it for us, man. We are out here in Canaan. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a ton of cheese. We've even got some butter. I couldn't be more happy. If you guys know me, I love my cheese. And now I know where to get it. Up here in Canaan, San Gerardo de Rivas. Rivas is a place that I lived when I first came to Costa Rica. I didn't get too many videos of that, unfortunately, but we will be joining this beautiful area much more, finding out more about it. I don't have much time up here in San Isidro, so I want to get as much video of this area as I can. And man, I'm just so excited. Look at all this goodness. Look at how beautiful this is behind us. We're gonna go up to Chiripo area and go find ourselves something to eat. But for now, this is it for this video. I appreciate you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys for subscribing. Make sure you hit that like button, help your boy out. And man, if you're ever in Costa Rica and you want some good cheese, come up to Canaan and get yourselves some cheese and some beautiful butter. So I love you guys so much. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys soon.